All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Christian Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great Saturday, man. Um, Now to Saturday, if you guys notice, if you know me on Saturdays, I don't put out a lot of content because it's family. Like I like to keep Saturdays with the family and enjoy ourselves. You know, just some family time. Man, I think we did like I hope you guys checked out the shorts and all the stuff we was doing. Didn't really seem like family time, but I was having fun putting out the content, so I hope you guys check that out. And then I got a chance to watch the Washington Wizards versus the Miami Heat. Now I do lives and things like that, and people like, man, the Washington Wizards for real, man. You've been checking them out, and I'm gonna be honest, haven't been checking them out that much, but I have been paying attention a little bit. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I've been paying attention to Kuzma and KCP and how these boys been playing, and Montrez, who everything I thought he was when he was with the Lakers, and the Lakers didn't use him right. I continue to be proven right. But in this game, man, the Miami Heat versus the Washington Wizards, you seen a game of because now they had a game early in the year where Miami won, and I'm not sure who the player was. I think it was Redmond, but I don't quote me on that. Walking off of that game, he told the Washington Wizards pretty much said, "You guys are soft." Now, if you're a man and you got that pride in you as a man, especially as a professional athlete, it's certain words that just shouldn't be said. And when someone calls you soft, you should take it very, very personally from a sports perspective. Nothing else. All right. But I say that to say they wanted to come in this game here and prove, hey, we ain't soft, and we're gonna make this a very physical game. Because they admitted, at least Bradley Beal did, admitted, hey, they was more physical than us last game. They kind of bullied us around last game. But they bounced back in this game, and they wanted to show that, hey, don't get it twisted. Ain't nothing soft about us. And you know what I like? Okay, what I love, Kyle Kuzma, having a rough stretch. Yeah, you used that in LA. Having a bit of a rough stretch. But he pretty much had the final 4 free throws to ice this game when the team needed him most. Kyle Kuzma came through. And for me, Kyle Kuzma, and I've been wanting to watch Kyle because I've watched some games this season where he was just lighting it up, and then you watch some game or you see him a little bit where it's not as, as he's not as effective. That's a good word for it. But the fact that he still had the wherewithal to go to that line and knock down those 4 free throws, and we talking end of game free throws, intentional foul, where they pretty much forced the ball into Kyle Kuzma's hand. First of all, I don't know why the Washington Wizards allowed them to do that, but they did. And they pretty much forced it, and Kyle Kuzma been shooting, 55.2% from the free throw line this year? Yeah, I said that, 55.2% from the free throw line. And so they wanted to get the ball in his hands. And Kyle Kuzma stuck up to that free throw line and knocked them down each time. Boom, boom, boom. All right? To me, that's big for Kyle. Right? Because I think Kyle, in his mind, he's supposed to be having that breakout season now. No, he's no longer in LA. He's no longer in the LeBron James shadow. He's supposed to be having that breakout season. So to see him going through this, but still have the wherewithal mentally to come and to come back to step up to the free throw line and knock down those shots. I'm really proud of Kyle, man. Bradley Beal is Bradley Beal. You already know what you're gonna get from him. He's a scorer. That's what he do. But he's also the lifeline to this team, man. And you can see it. And they follow his lead for us, but he's not a in your face type leader. You can tell that he's a go out, do his thing, handle his business type of leader, and they follow him. But now Montrezl Harrell, man, is becoming that. I mean, Bradley Beal is that guy. But it's like Bradley Beal and Montrezl, in my opinion. I could be so wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, Washington Wizard fans. If you watching this video, correct me if I'm wrong. It's like Bradley Beal here and Montrezl is becoming. Now, he ain't got the cashier Bill because he ain't been there. You know what I'm saying? No, it's just like when Durant, and I'm not comparing Montrezl to Durant. Please don't do that, all right? But just talking about the scenario. When Steph was in Golden State, KD came. KD might even been better. But that's still Clay's team. I mean, I'm sorry, that was Clay too. But that's still Steph Curry's team. You know, same thing. Like the Wizards are Bill's team until Bill is out of there, but Montrezl is really digging into the. And I tell you, he looked different, man. He looked focused. He looked relaxed. He looked like he belonged. And it's showing in his effort, his play, his hustle, and his energy. And that's the thing too that I'm noticing about Montrezl Harrell is that is back, right? Like all that animation that you give him is back. I didn't really see much of that last year, but it's back this year. He looked happy. He looked excited to be where he's at. It looked like he slimmed down a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it was the way he wearing his hair, but his face looked a little skinnier. I don't know. Looked like he slimmed down. If that's what his goal was, congratulations. And then KCP. KCP and Dinwiddie pretty much took over this game in that fourth quarter, and just KCP with the threes, bang, bang, bang. We'll take an and one and make it a 4-point play. He had 10 points in that fourth quarter to pretty much push the Washington Wizards, pretty much put them in a position to win. Now this is not to take nothing. Now they did come back from down 16 to win this game. So kudos to them for coming back and handling their business and really winning a dogfight of a game. Because the Miami Heat was right there, The thing too, Jimmy Butler is that guy. But sometimes you look at him and you're like, all right, your team gonna need you to go ahead and take this game over. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't poo-poo on Jimmy Butler. He's that guy. But sometimes you're like, all right, it's a stretch in this game right now. With Butler, you need to assert yourself right here. Insert Butler here. And you need to just take over this game for this couple minutes just to keep the team momentum and stuff going like that. But, it's sort of like he really loves his team. Let me say this. He really trusts the guys that he's playing with. You can tell he's made for Miami, and Miami is made for him. So I understand it. But sometimes it's those windows in the game. You're like, all right, they need like a little takeover from Jimmy Butler just for a little minute. Just to go ahead but Jimmy Butler, he's a defensive minded guy. He's going to score. He's going to get his points, but he's really a team first guy. Man, you can never poo-poo on that. Tyler Hero, he's on, and when he's on, and he started getting going there. And I think that was early in the fourth. He started knocking down a couple of those threes, and he wasn't able to get that last one off there. But I will say that Tyler Hero to me has been a revelation for Miami this year. Like he was starting to be like the overhyped guy, and everybody was like, all right, that hype is over. But he's really come back and showed it's not hype. This is actually a skill that you should be paying attention to. So shout out to Miami Heat. But they did give up that 16-point lead tonight to the Washington Wizards. Congratulations to the Washington Wizards. And Spencer Dinwiddie also had 10 in that fourth quarter too. The Washington got a team, man. Washington got a team, but it's one of those teams that ain't a lot of egos. There's not a lot of egos on that team. It's a team mentality that play well. They got a good cast of players that don't mind mixing it up with the other team. Washington's a fun team, and I think they kind of sent a message tonight. We here. So shout out to the Washington Wizards, man. With that being said, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And until next time, you guys be great, man.